Hi everybody, this is Dr. Jack Allergy. You can follow me on YouTube at Dr. Jack Allergy, that's DrJackAllergy, one word, by hitting subscribe down below, or follow me on Twitter at hashtag Dr. Jack Allergy. If you like these educational videos, please hit the like button below. If you have questions, please use the comment section below to ask those questions. I will answer them as best as I am able, but also plan to do videos where I pick questions from viewers and answer the more common questions in a video on YouTube. All right, so today's discussion is going to be on hay fever. What is hay fever? Allergic rhinitis, commonly known as hay fever, is a group of symptoms primarily affecting the nose, but also the eyes, ears, throat, sometimes the skin. When you see itis, I-T-I-S, at the end of a word, understand that it simply means inflammation, not necessarily infection. So in this case, rhino is nose, itis means inflammation, therefore we are experiencing inflammation of the nose due to allergens or pollens interacting with our immune system to cause an allergic response. It's funny we call it hay fever because unless you're a farmer, hay usually is not involved, and fever is almost never involved. So I really don't know where the derivation of this word came from. Nevertheless, allergic rhinitis or hay fever takes two different forms. There is seasonal allergic rhinitis or seasonal allergies, pollen allergies. It means that it typically occurs spring, summer, and fall. The predominant allergens are as follows. Trees are spring, grasses are summer, molds tend to be late summer, and then weeds are in the fall. So trees, spring, grass and mold, summer, weeds in the fall. Perennial allergic rhinitis. Perennial means people experience these symptoms year-round, and it's generally caused by dust mites, cat dander and hair, dog dander and hair, molds, and cockroach. Some people experience both types of this nasal inflammation, with perennial symptoms being worse during specific pollen seasons. There are also non-allergic causes for what we call rhinitis, or inflammation of the nose. Non-allergic rhinitis, also called vasomotor rhinitis, yeah, you heard me, non-allergic rhinitis, includes symptoms that are precipitated by things such as smoke, which could either be cigarette smoke, cigars, pipes, or wood-burning stoves, smog, temperature, whether it's really hot, really cold, humidity, exercise, emotions, odors, fumes, such as chemicals, if you work with chemicals, perfumes and colognes, and then even just dust itself. All of these can trigger symptoms of non-allergic rhinitis. There's also another interesting one called gustatory rhinitis. And this is due to foods, but it's not really an allergy to the food per se. Rather, it's due to the spiciness of the food or how hot or cold it is. And sometimes, as we get older, just the act of eating itself or chewing leads to this type of just chronic runny nose. I hear it a lot of times in my older patients. I'll ask them, when you start eating, does your nose run? Yes. This is a type of gustatory rhinitis, or eating rhinitis, that causes your nose to run. The simplest way to think about it is that if your mouth will moisten or water when we eat, the same thing is happening to the mucosal tissues in your nose, causing that runny nose. So, once again, to just hash over, hay fever has a couple of different types, seasonal and perennial. Seasonal being trees, spring, grasses, summer, weeds in the fall, molds tend to also be late summer when it's hot and humid. And then the perennial type, which is cat, dog, dust mite, mold, and cockroach. And then your non-allergic, which is everything else. Okay? So those are the most common causes of rhinitis or hay fever in general, allergic rhinitis. Please feel free to watch my future videos, and once again, you can follow me by subscribing down below. And if you like it, please hit the like button. Thanks.